Doctrine of eclipse. Article 13. Laws inconsistent with or in derogation of the fundamental rights. 1. All laws in force in the territory of India immediately before the commencement of this constitution, insofar as they are inconsistent with provisions of this part, shall, to the extent of such inconsistency, be void. Second, state shall not make any law which takes away or abrogates the right conferred by this part. Any law made in contravention of this clause shall, to the extent of contravention, be void. Existing laws inconsistent with the Constitution. This clause provides that all laws in force at the commencement of the Constitution which clash with the exercise of fundamental right conferred by Part 2 of the Constitution shall to that extent be void. Pre-constitutional law after the commencement of Constitution must conform to the provisions of Part 3 of the Constitution. But this does not make the existing law which are inconsistent with the fundamental right void ab initio. Doctrine of eclipse. Eclipse occur when one object overshadows the other. So as the name suggests, that doctrine of eclipse applied when any law or act violates the fundamental rights, then the fundamental rights overshadows the other law or act, make it unenforceable but not void ab initio. They can be enforced again if the restrictions posed by the fundamental rights are removed. Bikaji versus State of MP 1955. In this case, provisions of CP and Berar Motor Vehicles Amendment Act 1948 authorized the state government to take up the entire motor transport business in province to the exclusion of motor transport operators. This provision was valid when enacted but became void when commencement of the constitution in 1950, as they violated article 19(1)(g) of the constitution. 19(1)(g) of the constitution. Elements of doctrine of eclipse. It should be a pre-constitutional law. It must be in conflict with fundamental rights. The law does not become void, rather it's only inoperative. Does not become void, rather it's inoperative. After amendment to the fundamental right, it was automatically make the impugned law operative. After amendment to the fundamental right, it will be automatically make the impugned law operative. Does it apply to post constitutional laws? Deep Chand versus State. Supreme Court held that post constitutional law is dealt under Article 13(2), which, if contravenes a fundamental right, will be void ab initio. Doctrine of eclipse and Article 368. Legislature with no power to break the fundamental rights and provided them with restrictive amending power under Article 368. Therefore, Article 368 was eclipsed.